Pete and Susan Falbo. Hello.
Hi, Pete, Susan.
What do you say about the Falbos? Okay, here's the deal, Pete. To be perfectly honest, you're the predominant reason we're faithful members of Valencia United Methodist Church
Yes, you are.
24 years later.
Yep.
We did a search when we moved to Santa Clarita in 1992 of every church in the valley.
Every church in the valley.
And when we got to Valencia United Methodist, we knew we were home.
We were home.
And the congregation here was very welcoming, and it was a wonderful church.
Good vibration.
But it was the silver-haired guy, up on the altar that really brought us home.
Oh my, your messages were amazing.
Yeah, and what a wonderful speaker. And I mean, you both are wonderful people, but Pete's such a great speaker, and consistently, and it's not often, trust me, I've been going to church, I'm 57, long time, and it's not often you get sermons that are not only inspirational, but they're well delivered. And we're both from theater backgrounds, and just technically speaking, you're really a wonderful speaker. We always enjoyed it. Tremendous message. We looked forward to it. It was inspiring, made us laugh. It was terrific.
You always gave us something to think about, which we really appreciated. You invited us to ask questions, and that is something we've never gotten from any other preacher, and that made us feel like we were thirsty for more answers, and we wanted to dig deeper. You said scratch beneath it. We wanted to dig deeper.
And that is one thing. The ability that it's not my way or the highway. We're all still trying to figure this out.
Yes.
Meant a lot to us. And I
Yes.
think, for me personally, above and beyond all of that, when it became clear that our pastor liked to dress up and drag every year for shows, that kind of iced it. Still, I take that back. The funniest bit I have ever seen in my life is Pete Falbo, Pete Clancy, Harry Halge, who was the fourth one?
Al.
And Big Al, doing the ballet routine in tutus.
That was hysterical.
And the fact that you were totally committed, you really learned the dance and you did it, it's the funniest bit I've
It
ever
was
seen in my life.
choreographed by Denise.
Yeah, it was fabulous. And that kind of iced it that,
Yeah, we got to join this.
This guy's
church.
got
This
its
is-
going on.
Yeah.
And you made a big difference in our lives.
An amazing difference in our lives.
And we had the pleasure of having Susan in at least one of our Sunday school classes. And what a breath of fresh air.
My goodness, for a preacher's wife to be so honest and forthcoming, I felt like, well, if a preacher's wife has these types of questions and these types of concerns, I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. And that really made us feel a lot better.
No, absolutely. And she was terrific. And all the nasty things she said behind Pete's back, I thought added tremendously to the Sunday school class. It was amazing. I mean, the things you learn.
It's a very confidential place, and so nobody has
and it
to
was
say
safe.
anything. Yes,
it was safe.
a safe place. So,
although we have written it all down, just for future reference, just to
so
let you know.
if you need anything, Susan, let us know.
Just, we're there for you.
Yes, absolutely.
But you're both fabulous people. We miss you. Wish you were here. But thank you for making such a difference in our lives.
One thing I wanted to bring up.
It'll be two other things, but go ahead.
Okay. But when we took Disciple 1 from you, Pete, number one, you brought the Bible alive for us. It was you brought in all of the conflicts and all of the, oh my gosh, the underpinnings of things that made our religion what it is today. But there was one time in Disciple 1 class that you and Joey were teaching it together, and you had to leave early because you had a radio show to do. And right as you went to the door, you said, oh, and by the way, David may have never existed. Boom. That was such a drop the mic moment, and everybody just and looked at each other, and that was so cool. That was just a great exit. It should be remembered by all. But that is the type of thing you would do that would make us question.
Just to mess us up is basically what you're saying, but still. But no, we appreciate it. We're so very grateful.
We're grateful for both of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Wish you all the best. Wish you were here. We do miss you. But you made a big difference in our life.
An amazing difference in our lives.
If you're looking for somebody to blame for the fact that we're still here after 24 years, it's you.
And you are the only one who truly made Caitlin and Andrew enjoy coming to church. And I know Caitlin had her questions like there was no tomorrow, and you embraced them. God bless you for doing that.
That reminds me of one quick story, and then we'll stop.
Okay.
But there was one time when our kids were small, they were both at church. I was at church, Cyd was at church for various things, and both Cyd and I thought the other one was taking the kids home. And I get home and I get a call from you, Pete, saying, "Oh, by the way, the kids are here and nobody's picking them up." And it's like, oh my gosh, things you don't want to hear from your pastor. I made it back to church in 9 minutes, which it's a 15-minute trip. And there you were sitting out on the front steps with kids. Everybody was having a fine time, and I
Bless
was
your heart.
horribly embarrassed. It was, somebody else's fault. There was a mix-up, but we won't go into that.
He will
But
so hear about that later.
anyway, thank you so much for being there for us always. So
Always.
we love you.
We love you.
Yeah.
We love you, Pete. We love you, Susan.
Take care.
Take care.